too long.
Maybe we can talk about like how the division's looking.
Yeah. Again, that's the
Maybe.
division in football. So.
We can look at
Well,
odds.
NFC West is
Yeah.
pretty good too. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Sideline. My name is Rishi Oza.
My name's Asher Heyer.
And the last time we did a video, the Broncos were 1-2, coming off of two of the worst losses that we have seen over the last 5 to 10 years. Not worse, but more heartbreaking losses. And since then, they've had one very, very good win, one pretty win against Cincinnati, one of the best comeback wins, maybe in franchise history against Philly, and then the most disgusting win. Hopefully, they'll have all year against New York and London. But nonetheless, they are 4-2, which is the best start they've had in a long time.
Since 2016,
And
I saw.
yeah, since 2016, best start they've had. They look good. The defense is incredible. It looks incredible. I still have my issues with them, but man, they look like they're on another level right now. But the thing that I want to focus on for this episode is the offense because I really have no idea what is going on with the offense. It looks horrible. No matter what happens, they just look really bad right now.
Yeah, I would agree. It's funny because, as you said, like our last episode that we did was coming off of 2 Broncos losses, but in both of those losses, the offense looked good, and like it wasn't like we were thinking like, oh, the offense is turning in the right direction. J.K. Dobbins is getting a ton of holes, rushing for 100 yards consistently. And then stuff down the field was open, but Bo Nix was just missing them. And then, that has continued. That part of what I just said of Nix missing guys down the field has continued in that Eagles game. He missed Sherfield running, streaking wide open down the field. Couldn't connect with Sutton. That was obviously Sutton's fault early in the first quarter. And then I think he missed I feel like he missed another open guy down the field in that game as well. And then obviously the Jets, like, disaster of a game. I mean, that was the most, dude, they made me wake up at 7:30 in the morning. You know, Jets fans get to sleep in a little bit till 9:30, but we're in Mountain Time. They got us up at 7:30 in the morning to watch an 11-10 ball game. That was the score, right? Or am I tripping? I can't remember. 13-11.
13-11. 13-11. It should have been 11-10.
Yeah. I think the last 3 Broncos Jets games have been 13-11. The one last year, was that the 11-10 one? The last 3 have just been disgusting.
They've been just horrible football. Yeah, and then the other one in 2023 was
with Zach Wilson, and that was a horrible game too. Like the Jets,
like it was a high-scoring game, but it wasn't a good game. Like it wasn't a
okay.
clean
So it was
game at all.
The last 3 out of the past 4 games, I guess, 13-11 Broncos, 10-9 Broncos, 16-9 Jets. Like these teams, I guess, just don't know how to play offense when they go against each other. But they've also had good defenses the past few years. But man, that offensive showing was putrid. I hope some of it is just the London like weirdness of having to travel there. You're not fully, there's a lot of distractions in London, obviously, because these guys are like just seeing it for the first time. So hopefully, that took a part in what we saw offensively, but the running game didn't get going at all. The short, the extension of the running game, the short screens and RPO plays were going absolutely nowhere. But if it wasn't for the penalties, it really wouldn't have been terrible. They could have scored 14, 17 in the first half if it wasn't for Matt Peart's penalties. Obviously, the Broncos had a long, like 30-yard reception that got called. Oh my god, dude, that flipped the whole field. We got down to like the 5-yard line, and then after the holding call, we're back on the other side of the 50-yard line. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, things like that popped up, but the play calling, I guess, has been the thing that is worrying me and unimpressed me so far with Sean Payton. I don't know. What are your thoughts of where the offense started?
I mean, it's weird. This game was definitely weird too, because when in the last few games when Bo hasn't been making the throws or when the passing game has been working too often, they could lean on the running game. J.K. Dobbins has looked really, really good, obviously this season, but they couldn't do that at all. No matter when they tried to run, they couldn't even like begin to get the run game going. But it wasn't like they were trying to throw down the field either. When they did throw, it was just these short little intermediate passes that weren't going anywhere. And when they were playing with tempo, those are the scoring drives that they had. They had obviously in the first quarter the touchdown. They kept going tempo, quick, quick, quick. At the end of the game, they were going quick, quick, quick. Bonix talked about it earlier today that he likes going tempo. Um, so maybe that's something that they could lean on, more over the course of the
Yeah.
season. I also want to say, like, I mean, last year Denver's offense was all out of sorts for the first few games. I mean, they were 2-3, and then they hit a stride after that. They hit a little lull in the schedule, and they started, figuring some stuff out with what worked. Maybe that's how it is this season too. Obviously, we know how good Sean Payton is in October. He's 2-0 already this year. So we'll see if they can continue that. But it seems like this might be the point where they can start to figure it out a little bit. But I don't know where the momentum for that would be. I like that they're starting to use Evan Ingram a lot more. I think that started in the Philly game. He looked great.
I was gonna say, I think the emergence of Evan Ingram is gonna be huge, like going down the rest of the schedule. I also think that like with the trade deadline coming up, outside of Sutton, who at some points can kind of get phased out of the game, it's Troy Franklin, who has weak, untrustable hands. Marvin Mims is 5'11". I mean, it's hard to throw to a guy like that. And then I like Pat Bryant a lot, but he's just not there right now. Obviously, as a first-round rookie or first-year rookie. And so, maybe in the trade deadline, there's a Saints connection, obviously, with Sean Payton. Chris Olave would be very intriguing. Jacoby Myers would be intriguing. It's going to be tough to trade with the Raiders, but speaking of in-division trades, I saw Mike Tomlin was like very confused about why the Browns and the Bengals made that trade. It's like the Browns thought coming in the season that Flacco would be good enough to be their starting quarterback, and then they trade him to a division rival who desperately needs a quarterback. It's like, are you guys like competitive against your division or not? So maybe, I don't know, maybe teams don't really care about that as much as they used to. But yeah, I do think like an Achilles heel for sure is just like another explosive weapon on offense that is significantly like lacking right now.
Yeah. I don't even know if they need to be an explosive weapon. They just need to be a reliable guy. Legitimate, like if they had like a Tim Patrick on the roster, I think that would help a lot. Just someone who can go get him. And I think they view Pat Bryant to be that, maybe next year or later on down the line this season. He definitely has a trust of the coaching staff. I think the targets are going to start to come for him because he's the best run blocking receiver on the team already. I mean, he's incredible at that. I think especially if we saw it in the Cincy game, he had a huge block for Marvin Mims touchdown. He's consistently getting reps in that department. But I don't know if they trust him as a route runner yet. But they just need someone like. So I think even if they don't go and get like a splash name like Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson or someone like that, even if they go to the Saints and say, "Hey, what would you guys want for like Rashid Shaheed?" I think that's
delay maybe.
Yeah, but they don't need like a superstar guy. It would help, but I think that's someone you can more so look forward in the offseason.
I saw Jawan Jennings' name popping around. That would be nice.
He could be once his body heals up a little bit, maybe.
if
It's like he had
any
like
of
a
those bodies on the Niners get it.
ankle, like 6 broken ribs, a shoulder, something. I don't know how he even got cleared to play this week, but yeah, he would also be like a good option. Um, the Ravens, I don't even know if they even have anybody who would be good. So it seems like they might be selling a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the Raiders have some intriguing options. I would love Jacoby Myers. He would be great. Uh, I don't know if they would want to trade it to us. They also have a couple of other guys on defense. Like Jamal Adams has been really, really good at linebacker for them. I think that's a guy that Denver could also look at. Uh, just someone, I mean, depending on Dre Greenlaw got designated to return for IR. He was at practice, but he's not going to be back this week. You don't know how his body's going to respond, obviously, based on the short time that he's even practiced with the team. You could use depth in that department. So yeah, offensively, I mean, it's weird. I have a question for you too. Do you think I've been talking with this with other people? Do you think that Sean Payton trusts Bo Nix like fully to the degree that he trusts him to run an offense like enough how he wants it, or do you think that sometimes you can just get way too conservative with how it goes?
Mm. No, I think he trusts him. I mean, everything he says about Bo Nix is like that he's
Yeah,
going to be the future like greatest of all time quarterback. So like I think he trusts him, and I even think that handoff to Adam Prentice probably wasn't the original play design,
yeah,
and probably was Bo Nix's check at the line of scrimmage, but was Sean Payton in his ear telling him to check to that play? Because it would seem weird for Bo Nix, who's like a 24-year-old electric quarterback, to just like call a run on third down. Like, I don't know. So is Peyton still in his ear? I don't know. I think he fully trusts him to make all the checks and stuff. I wanted to ask you, speaking of trust, is like just about, you said that, the defense is incredible, but you have little things here and there about them. They're better than last year, but it's outside of Hufanga, it's the same exact players who couldn't stop the
yeah,
Bills at all in the playoffs, or any elite teams really throughout the whole season, especially late in games. But even though it is the same players, Benito's taken a step up. Like a lot of guys have taken a step up. McMillan, I think, has been a lot better this year.
yeah.
So like, I don't know, and we haven't seen it fully with Dre Greenlaw not being on the field yet, which I think is going to be like massive for the defense. Maybe with him, they'll truly be like one of the best defenses, of the past in the 2000s, really. I don't know. Can you trust him? Do you trust him right now to defend against the top tier of teams, or are there some qualms about the defense?
Yeah, I mean, my thing with them is they were this season through the first 3 games, they were great the whole game, but situationally they couldn't get the stops when they needed them to, and they would have dumb penalties like in the Colts and the Chargers game. But the last 2 weeks, they've been great situationally, right? Getting the stops late in the fourth quarter against Philadelphia, stopping the run, forcing them to throw the ball. And then last game against New York, I mean, they didn't need that. Like, it was not a great punt that they didn't need that much field position. Like, they only needed 15 or 20 yards to get in a good field goal range, and they stopped him. Like, they did a great job. They sacked him twice on that drive. Even after like the fluky fumble that Brees Hall got up to that somehow gained 7 or 8 yards, like I thought they did a really really good job, and that's my biggest thing with them is situationally they're not as good, and I think Vance Joseph this season has done a much better job adjusting on the
Right,
fly.
right,
I mean, last year we saw it in the Ravens game, in the Bills game, in the Bengals game. They played so much, man. So much of what they were doing was, listen, we're going to blitz, 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 and force pressure. We'll have Sertan take away one side of the field, and everyone else is going to play, their man or play zone on their side. Now he's playing way more full zone, and it might, like, I'm sure Sertan's stats look worse because he has given up more receptions than anything this year than I can remember last year, at least up to this point. But they're holding teams way, way better. And I think it's because of the zone. They're not just matching up man on man and having all these one-on-ones with quick receivers. Like it's much more of a team philosophy defensively. I know they start off playing a bunch of man, but if they need to, then they'll switch uh, to more zone. And I think you saw that in the second half against Philly. They completely shut them down, and I think it's because they went more zone. They knew, listen, one-on-one, we don't want Jaquan McMillan one-on-one with Devontae Smith. We don't want you're comfortable Sertan one-on-one with anyone, but the other receivers you're not comfortable one-on-one. Obviously not comfortable with your linebackers against Saquon. So let's play more zone. They've done that way more this year, and I think that's made a huge, huge difference. The philosophy is still the same. They still want to get pressure to the quarterback. They still want to play man and force you to make quick decisions. But I think they've done an excellent job. The one thing that I am worried about is that they haven't forced nearly enough turnovers this season, um, as they should. And again, I think it's because they are playing more zone, so
Right.
it's easier to throw the ball. Uh, but that's the one thing. But I think you can trust them. That's the thing, though. They haven't really played a great offense yet. I mean, I don't know how I don't know how real Indianapolis is. Like we'll see how they play the rest of the season. The Chargers offense is obviously very iffy. Like Titans offense is
Yeah.
bad.
I think at
Bengals
that
offense is
time,
bad. Eagles offense is bad.
the
Like
Chargers offense at that time was kind of humming a little bit, like when
mhm.
Hampton was healthy and Alt
Yeah,
was healthy. Um,
yeah.
Now they're worse, and yeah, I think the Colts are real, man. I mean, these like
It looks like I mean they're so well coached.
I
They're
know, and
so
Jonathan Taylor just can't be stopped at all. Their running game is phenomenal. Um,
yeah,
I mean, and then Daniel Jones is just a tremendous like play action quarterback, just accurate all over the field, really.
yeah,
Um, I mean, I think the Colts are pretty good.
yeah. But
Um,
and even in the Colts game, like they struggled in the first half, but they were great in the second half, honestly. Like yeah, again, situationally they struggled there in the fourth quarter late in that game, but I thought for most of the game outside of the first few possessions they were good. And but now this is back-to-back games. They've proven that hey, listen, if it gets close, that you can still lean on the defense a little more. Um, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what they can do against New York because that's a that's a weird matchup to have. Like it's a weird. Obviously, it's gonna be a very emotional game with DT's number and everything and the Ring of Honor and all that. But the Giants aren't like an awful team. I mean, it seems like they have some sort of mojo with them. So I don't know. But it's gonna be an interesting game. I do trust the defense though. I do trust them now. I didn't before, honestly, before the um Eagles game I didn't. Now I do.
even in the like at halftime of the Eagles game, I was like, dude, is this really gonna be? I mean, and it still could be. I don't know. I mean, it's only been I feel like one half against the Eagles where they like drop back into zone and we're actually like Vance last year is just so stubborn in his ways
Mm,
of exactly what you said. He just like, oh, let's be the team that blitzes every single time and mans up PS2 against their best player. Um, and really, like, if PS2 wasn't the defensive player of the year, I bet that defense really is not very good. Um, just that style of defense throughout the season. If PS2 is not amazing, that probably is not great overall. But this year, it does seem like he's finally like adapting throughout the game, and I want him to like realize who he's playing against. Obviously, he does, but like game plan for the specific team's offense rather than be stubborn in your own ways. Like I feel like Kansas City is so good at that. Like Spagnuolo can have one game where he's sending a whole bunch of like crazy blitzes, maybe at a young quarterback who can't really like identify the blitzers and know what's going on. But then he switches up and then he guarded the Lions beautifully and didn't
yeah,
let them run the ball. Didn't let Amon-Ra get all those little short stuff. It's like they adapt to the team that they're playing against. And it does seem like the Broncos are doing that. And I kind of wonder if like the offense against the Jets was just like that handoff on 3rd and 10 that everybody keeps talking about is just like, oh, we're going to stop them like on defense, like simply like they're just not going to score. So let's punt the ball, not do some stupid thing that's going to lose us the game. All that's to say they really should have lost the game. But
it's weird. My this game and the Titans game were very, very similar to me, where it seemed like they were kind of just trying stuff out. Like they knew, like, listen, the offense, no matter how close they get, the Titans and the Jets offenses are not going to beat us. The only reason the Jets scored any points was because the Broncos offense and special teams literally just handed them field position and points. The safety, the kick returns, the fumble, like that's the only reason why they were even in position to score. Outside of that, they weren't even remotely close. So I think I think they were honestly just trying stuff out. Like they were just, let's see what happens. I hate that approach
I know,
because
I do too.
you want, like, you need to find an identity. You're 6 weeks into the season. You should be able to find some sort of identity at this point. Doesn't really seem like the offense has one. I think they want to be a run first team, but they also know, listen, we invested a first round pick in this quarterback. He needs to be able to show that he can handle a lot of this stuff. We'll see what they do against the Giants, because that's not a defense that you can mess around with. And I honestly don't think that's that's not an offense you can mess around with either. I think they're a much better offense than the Jets are. Dable literally likes Jackson Dart. It's so crazy. Like you can so tell when a coach has the quarterback that they want, because like Dable hates Russell. Like that man does not like Russell Wilson. When Jackson Dart's in the game, he seems happy and everything's going fine and they can run their offense, but they can't do it with Russ. So I think it's very funny.
I'm hoping they got like their little honeymoon phase like out in that Eagles game.
Yeah.
Like these young teams can have these games where they go off on one game, usually at home with the crowd behind them. And then now they have a bye week. They haven't played in a little bit. And now you have to go to Denver against a really scary defense. I think the Giants are in – I think they're in some trouble for this game.
I do too.
The other thing is the Broncos have every single week pretty much – except for Cam Ward, the Broncos have played like a quarterback who can run out of the pocket. And they've done a fantastic job guarding against all of that. Like Herbert didn't get – I don't think he got one big scramble like it seems like he's getting every single game in all these games. I don't think he got one against us. Daniel Jones didn't do that much against us. Obviously, Hurts was held to like 3 yards. And then Fields, I can't even remember at any time Fields like scrambled legitimately.
No.
So – the Jackson Dart legs read option stuff hopefully should be shut down. I mean, the thing about the Broncos edge defenders is they're so fast and they're so hungry. Like Cooper just doesn't stop. Like if a quarterback's running around, like there's even all these guys, JFM, there's a clip of him all against the Jets where Fields scrambles right and JFM catches him on, like near the sideline to bring him down for a sack. Like you don't even really need a spy against these guys with how fast the Broncos edge defenders are, because they can just simply catch up to the quarterback. Like the Falcons against the Bills kind of looked reminiscent of that. Josh Allen didn't get out of the pocket really for any big run until the last part of the game. And I think that's just with the speed of the Falcons edge defenders containing him in the pocket. It's like those types of teams don't have to do anything different on defense to stop a running quarterback. So I think that factor is getting taken out of. Dart looked good throwing the football against the Eagles, but I just cannot fully trust that right now. And really the main thing will be if we can stop Scatterboo in their run game, which, like, if that's the only thing we got to worry about, really we should be able to stop that. But the offensive side of the ball is what's going to be intriguing for the Broncos this week, because we haven't seen a defense like this. Really, the closest defense I feel like was the Jets, where they have Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson, Quinnen Williams, 3 really good players on the front. This is 4 to 5 extremely talented players right there in Bo Nix's face right as he snaps the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Will the beat up offensive line for the Broncos be able to stop Dexter Lawrence up the middle as he's attacking our third string left guard? I don't know. It'll be tough, but Nix is so good at escaping sacks, and I think you can expose this defense a little bit down the field. Let's see the offense open up. Let's see some deep shots. I think that's the key to winning this game is to attack the secondary.
Yeah, then I think they have to start off going quick because I think that the Giants know Broncos offensive line that up front, center and left guard are an issue. Quinn Miners has not played to an All-Pro level this season.
Wattenberg like makes my head hurt, dude. He's really
it's not good. It's not good. I think they have an incredibly high-rated offensive line because Bo Nix is great at not taking sacks. I don't think it's good because the entire line is good. McGlinchey has been fine. Bowles, I think, has been excellent this season.
Bowles has been a stalwart, he's been amazing. But Quinn Miners, he was the one who got the holding penalty in the end zone, got absolutely ran over. Like, it wasn't even competitive. And that's just something that you don't really – but it has popped up this season is like Quinn Miners getting pushed back into the pocket. It's like, come on, man. I don't know. Yeah. He hasn't been as good this year.
No, he has not been as good this year. And that's going to be a problem. I mean, yeah, like you mentioned, Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, like they have a lot of fast and talented guys up front that are going to make it a problem. They're going to make it a problem against Denver. So we'll see how that happens. But yeah, I think they need to go quick. I hope Evan Ingram can be – I don't think they have a matchup for Evan Ingram either at all. So I think that'll be good. We'll see if they can finally get Marvin Mims going in the passing game. I mean, that's my one thing with Mims. I mean, he's obviously fast. I think he has good hands. I think he has very underrated hands. But it doesn't seem like he's a good route runner, like, at all. They like getting him the ball in space, and they like getting him the ball just so he can do something with it. But it doesn't seem like they can get him the ball, like, in the intermediate part of the field at all. It's either deep or short. So maybe, hopefully, this is a spot that you can get him the ball in. But yeah, I'm excited. I wonder who the left guard is going to be because now Matt Purdy's on IR because he tore his MCL, which also makes sense why he was so bad because he tore his MCL. It was playing on one leg essentially the entire game. So let's see what the plan is now. Are they going to use Palczewski? Is it going to be Alex Forsythe that they put down there? Like who is the guy that they used? I know they worked out Quinn Bailey. I doubt they sign him and start him immediately. But I mean, you never know. This is good. This is like a weird game. This is going to be another defensive battle. But if it is a game where Denver's offense can get going, then I have faith for them for the rest of the season because this is a tough defense, especially up front, specifically up front, where they want to make their money. This is where they got to do it.
Yeah, for sure. I want to see how many like rushing yards the Giants defense gives up because it seems like with the front like that they
wouldn't give up any.
26th in rushing and 26th in passing right now. But I do think they've gotten better in the past couple of games. Like that front four was pretty disappointing in the first like 2 games. But since then, Kayvon Thibodeau has really taken a step up, man. He was all over.
Yeah, he's been great. He's been great. And I think some of the things, at least what I saw from Giants fans online, they're mad about. They weren't using Carter Burns and Dexter Lawrence like on the same downs. Like they only played like 10 snaps together through the first 3 games or something. Definitely they're using them more now because you're just using your most talented players at all times. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm excited to see how it goes because I do think they're close. Like I think the Broncos offense is close to figuring it out.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's like it feels like there's guys. It's just like, damn, it's really the penalties. And this is what's really concerning me, man, is like just bad habits. And habits always pop up later on in the season. We can go we can have a little stretch here against the Giants and Cowboys where maybe we only commit like 5 penalties a game, but like the Broncos, I think, are number 1 in the NFL in penalty yardage right now. It seems like every single week it's at least 10 penalties on the Broncos, and that's going to be a thing. I'm guaranteeing you that's going to pop up in the playoffs. It's just unbelievable the amount of flags that this team does and how badly it holds the offense back. It seems like any big play gets called back. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it's bad. And I saw a stat. Denver right now has the most EPA lost because of penalties. Like it's very clear, and they're like 26th in EPA lost due to special teams errors, whether it's blocked kicks or missed kicks or anything.
That's the other thing is special teams. It's like I don't get it. Isn't Darren Rizzi supposed to be one of the best special teams coaches? Like ever? The guy ended up being the interim head coach and was like almost became the head coach of the Saints. And then Sean Payton's known for his special teams and known for discipline. It's like, what is wrong with these guys right now?
Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, these are issues that shouldn't be happening. And it's weird because, like, these are issues that plague bad teams, right? Where it's inconsistent offense. Oh, shit, Utah blocked a kick. Let's go. It's like inconsistent offense, penalties, and special teams issues. Like, those are all things that plague really bad teams. And Denver's 4-2. So it's like, listen, those are things that are so controllable. And it, quite frankly, it's on coaching. So if you fix that, then you're going to be in a great position for the rest of the year. And like one more note on the offense as well. Like they're getting I think the scheme is working great. Like I think this guys are getting schemed open consistently, whether Bo hits them or not. The plays are there to be made, but sometimes Bo hits them and it's fine. Sometimes he hits them, there's a penalty. Sometimes he just misses them. Sometimes he turns it over. Like it happens. But then I think later in the game, they either don't know how to play with the lead. They don't know how to play aggressive or conservative. Like they don't know what to do in the second half of games. The play calling gets very, very simple. It's very quick. It's run, quick pass, intermediate pass, run. Like it's just very, very simple. You know what's going to happen. They bring in an extra offensive lineman. Okay, you know it's a run. That happens on first down. You know it's a run. Right? Like if Harvey's in, more than likely it's a pass. If Dobbins is in, it's more than likely a run. Like it's very easy to know what's going on. So
yeah,
I think that they got to figure that out as well. But it seems like the scheme is working, which is so weird. It's such a weird position that they're in.
I know. I like RJ Harvey needs to take a step up, and you just hope to see more carries out of him, more touches. But at the same time, it's like where do those touches come in? Because you want to give the bulk of the carries to JK because I guess he's more reliable in the hole. Like he's good. He's very good. But I do think Harvey could provide a lot of what he does, plus the extra chance of him bursting out an 80-yard touchdown run. So I think once Harvey becomes the starting running back, and you don't know if he's going to run it or be a pass catcher, then he'll really take a step up. And maybe that's next year, which is fine. But yeah, it's interesting. I wanted to talk about real quick before I have to head out. Is the division odds. I have a huge gripe on, just the odds in general. What I just don't understand why people are. Guess who's favored right now to win the Super Bowl? Who do you think is favored?
The Super Bowl or the division?
The Super Bowl. Because it ties in hand in hand, really.
The Chiefs, honestly.
The Bills. How? The Bills are favorites at plus 650 to win the Super Bowl and are minus 225 to win the AFC East. Who's in the lead in the AFC East right now? Not the Bills. It's the Patriots. The better defense, a better offense, a better supporting cast than the Bills. But because the Bills have Josh Allen, before last week, the Ravens were still favored to win the AFC North, even though they were 1-4 and had the 29th ranked defense in the NFL. Because they have Lamar Jackson, they're going to win the division. And because the Bills have Josh Allen, even though there's no other difference maker on offense other than James Cook, like sometimes, it's not like James Cook is Bijan Robinson or like, come on, dude. Say, like, not even close, bro. James Cook is like maybe the 10th best running back in the league. Jonathan Taylor is way better. And then they have nobody on defense at all. It's like, how is a team like this? It's just like mind boggling. The just Bills love, the Ravens love, and then the Chiefs are now favored to win the AFC West, like clear cut favorites. I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I know their offense is looking better, but they're 3-3. The defense isn't very good, straight up. So I don't know. It's these, and then the Niners still being favored to win the NFC West. It's like, how is that possible?
It's really weird. I think it goes to show how important having an elite quarterback is. That's the only reason why these guys are up there. Niners, I think, is more of a Shanahan thing. But Mahomes is there, so you know the Chiefs are going to be good. Allen's there, so you know the Bills are going to be good. Lamar, who knows when he's going to come back. But
like, the thing is, we just saw the worst passing offense damn near in NFL history win the Super Bowl. And we're just talking about, the teams with the best quarterbacks are going to win the Super Bowl. It's like, that's not how it works in 2025 or ever, really. Like, people are just still too caught up in this whole Brady, like, wins and rings are only QBs. It's still going on, dude, and it makes me mad. I like the Falcons a lot at plus 375. Actually, did you know the Falcons look good? The Falcons have the number 1 defense and the number 2 offense right now.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that yesterday. They look really, really good. It's crazy. Like, Jeff Ulbrich has made that defense look really good. You made a really good point earlier too. Like, they're just so athletic on the edges, that they're playing so well. Caden Ellis is playing great.
Wait, did Kirk Homer? Hold on. Did Kirk Homer? Woo! I took Kirk to Homer. Let's go, baby.
Oh, nice.
Plus
my God, 12-2. What the heck?
Yeah.
The classic game 3. You're down 2-0, and all that happens. Phillies did it too. What was I saying? Yeah, Falcons look really, really good. I mean, Broncos is I think the toughest in the league. NFC West is probably a very, very close second.
Who do you think? I'm kind of liking the Seahawks at plus 290. Who's third behind the Rams and the Niners? I think the Seahawks are playing the best ball, like, no doubt, in that division right now. Like, no doubt. The Rams almost lost to the like, they didn't almost lose, but they played a pretty bad game against the Ravens, who. And then the Niners, like, can they even field the team? Like, I don't know. Or is it just all going to be like practice squad players? I just don't understand. The Niners
I saw like a Schefter or Rappaport tweet where it was like Mac Jones or what's his face? Brock Purdy is playing again, or he's practicing again, but Mac Jones is also limited. I'm like, what? Like, who is even playing? And they're playing well too. Like, they're close in these games. I don't understand how it's happening.
I don't
know. Again, goes to show how good Kyle Shanahan is, but it's crazy. I don't think that's gonna last. I don't think I think they could have survived Purdy going down and Ayuk and all those injuries and Nick Bosa, but Fred Warner going down really takes the wind out of their sails. I think they're probably finished, but I really like Seattle in that division.
I mean, that, like, it's shutdown defense. It's pretty much the Broncos with what we want on offense. Like, that's what the Seahawks are right now.
They look good. Dude, Mike McDonald's one hell of a coach too. I think he does.
I hate to admit.
And John Schneider, now twice John Schneider has moved off of a quarterback at the exact perfect time. When everybody was like, "What are they doing? Why are you trading Russ right now. He just had a great season in 2021. Why are you trading him now? Like, what's going on? Um, and then Gino has been great over the last few seasons. They trade him. He looks like crap with Raiders.
I
And
know.
Sam Darnold comes in and looks great. Like I think that's a great combination they have right there. JSN, your guy, Ohio State,
Yeah,
going up the ranks every single game. He looks
dude,
great.
him and Aguka. Oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
those man, Ohio State is just putting out. It's really unreal, dude. I mean, Chris Olave.
They're wide receiver you.
To
They
talk
have
about
good wide
Chris
receiver
Olave
you.
or Marvin Harrison as being like the worst of like the Ohio State like top end receivers in the league right now is like still like Terry McLaurin's up there. And then, I mean, we've just got like more coming too, and that are even better too. It's just like they keep producing guys who just top the next guys. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. If Cardinal Tate coming in, and Jeremiah Smith coming in, and then Chris Henry Jr. is he's coming in like that.
Well, there's other guys like that's the thing about JSN and Ekbuka and things is like they weren't the number one. JSN was a number one target for 1 year, but outside of that, like they weren't the number one guys or most talked about guys. And you saw them fall to the 20s in the draft. And like that's Ohio State has like Quincy Porter, Brandon Inniss, Mylan Graham. All three of those guys are people like most have never heard of, and they're going to go in the first round. Like I can guarantee you in the 20s in upcoming years. It's maybe not Inniss. Inniss has been disappointing, dude. Whatever. But those other two guys, I think, are stars. It's unbelievable, really.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm excited to see what goes on. But yeah, I probably have to head out here. In a bit.
I gotta go.
We'll see if the Broncos offense can finally get something going here this week. They should. I mean, that's gonna be one hell of an environment too. With the DT ceremony, most of the Super Bowl 50 team is going to be there. So that'll be awesome. I'm excited to see how that goes. So hopefully the rest of the team is amped up. I think the only guy who played with DT on the team is Cortland, if I'm not mistaken.
It's been cool listening. It's been cool listening to him talk about DT. Like he carries on a tradition that he brings in donuts like every Wednesday or whatever today is. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, because Tim Patrick is obviously not there anymore. Justin Simmons isn't there anymore.
No one on the defense.
Jackson's not there anymore. No one on defense. Yeah, it's literally just nobody on defense. It's just Cortland Sutton who's left who played with them.
Bulls?
Hopefully Cortland.
Bulls, I guess, was a year after maybe.
Was it? What year did Bulls get drafted? Was it 2017?
Right? And
Bulls was there for a year then.
Yeah,
Bulls was there for half a season.
Or maybe half. Maybe Demarius got traded in the 2017 season.
Yeah, because Sanders got traded 2019, I want to say, right?
Yeah, because it was that
Sanders
it was
2019
that Super Bowl run. Yeah.
DT was 2018. Yeah. So Bulls was there for a year. Bulls was there for a year. I think that's it. Bulls and Cortland. So hopefully they can ball out and show up. So we'll see. It'll be fun game. I'm excited. And we were just talking about all these negatives. They're 4-2. Like they're in a great position.
And really could be 6-0. Like that's the thing. That really is the thing, dude. This defense, I think, is clearly the best in the NFL. I think is clear.
Yeah.
And so you have a top 1 defense with, let's hope, a top 12, 13 offense. And in a league like this, you're telling me that's not like a contending team right now in a wide open NFL?
It's so open. There is not a single team that I look at and I say, all their Super Bowl. That's why when you asked like who the Super Bowl favorite is, I was like,
no, nobody knows. Nobody knows. I would still say like Detroit because I'm assuming they get healthy. But that's assumption, and we saw the exact same thing happen last year where their whole secondary got wiped out like by a bomb, and it's like happening again this season. The whole secondary just gets wiped out. But I think once they're all healthy, I would say them.
I really like Detroit. I think they're in a good spot. I'm thinking like Kansas
I
City
think
too. Like,
Indianapolis's offense is good enough, but is their their defense is just too like
they don't
it's
have the
so much
talent.
bend. It's so much bend, but don't break on their defense. But you can't bend against super good. You're gonna break against super good offenses.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know. I mean, there's so many like good teams. I think especially in the AFC, like there's so many good. I mean, New England's 4-2. They look really, really good. Buffalo's 4-2, and they still like they're still a good team.
Yeah, they are.
Pittsburgh's 4-2. They look solid. If Baltimore, if they can get Lamar back at some point in the next couple of weeks, they're still going to be good. I mean, you see how much he means to that team. Like they're still going to be a solid team. Um,
They can
the
only
AFC
afford
South. I mean, Jacksonville looks good.
two
Houston.
losses, right? But that would suck though to be like 2 seed Indianapolis and play 6 seed Baltimore in round 1.
Yeah.
Or 7
Yeah.
seed Baltimore. Oh my god.
Yeah, that would be horrible. That would really be horrible. I mean, Denver. I mean, there's 3 good playoff caliber teams in the AFC West. There's 3 playoff caliber teams in the AFC South. 2 playoff caliber teams in the AFC North. 2 playoff caliber teams in the East. There's a lot. I mean, even in the NFC. I mean,
Dude, the
Dallas.
NFC
If the
here.
defense can get some, if the defense can be not like worst of all time levels, Dallas is going to be a team that can make some serious noise. Washington is still obviously very, very good. Philly is still good. Like they can still figure this out. They're reigning Super Bowl champions. The defense is still good enough. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out what
the
else going
entire
on
NFC North. I could like still see the
Yeah.
Bears. Like, I would not be surprised to see the Bears make the playoffs.
Had
And then the
one hell of a
NFC
win
South.
on Monday.
I know the
Yeah.
Buccaneers are minus 400, but it's like, and they've probably been the best team, but they haven't been like dominant. All like what is it?
No.
4 of their 5 wins have come in the last minute of the game.
This is the first win that they've had where they had like a victory formation. Where they actually like were able to do something. They win at the last second.
And then the Falcons are
I
good.
mean, Atlanta still looks pretty good too.
The Panthers are good. I'm saying it. The Panthers are good. Their defense is solid, and they can run the dude. Their offensive line moves people. Like their running offensive line might be like number 1 or 2, like behind Detroit or whatever, or Philly.
They look incredible. Rico Dowdle will have back-to-back 200-yard games is unbelievable.
And Chuba Hubbard can do the same thing too. Like Chuba Hubbard can go in there and get 200 also, and then obviously McMillan, and then they're gonna get Coker back. Who Coker killed the Broncos in the game.
Yeah, he's good. Coker's good.
Yeah,
Coker's good. Yeah.
All right, I need to go.
Who's the other team in the South? Who's the other team in the South?
The Saints.
Who
really are hard to beat. They're hard to beat.
They're not that bad. Spencer Rattler's not that bad. He's actually
they almost beat the Bills and the Patriots.
Yeah, and they beat the Giants. The defense is actually good, but yeah, no, we both got to go. But yeah, good. It's a wide open NFL. We'll see. Oh, UTEP. Let's go. They're finally playing well against the worst team in college football. Cool. All right. But we'll check in with y'all after. We also got Nuggets going on. They look good as well through preseason. First year I can remember they're actually winning some preseason games. So fun things going on in Denver. These
guys are good too.
Yeah, they're good too. We'll catch y'all in a bit. Peace.
Yeah.